Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the BRUMA Ants channel. In this video I'm going to make a little review of this cool ant nest made by the company Anthouse. Let's see if it's any good. If you are interested, you can easily find this nest on the Anthouse online shop at www.anthouse.es, along with a ton of other ant-related products. I will put the link to the store in the description of this video. This nest is called Acrylic NaturColor 20x10x1, and it's an acrylic nest. Like many Anthouse products, this nest is made of a series of acrylic layers mounted on top of one another to create the nest structure. The acrylic sheets are cut using laser technology, and are kept together using 6 standard bolts. The precision of the cuts has really amazed me. There are no signs of error on the pieces, and the sheets fit together perfectly. One cool thing about this nest is that it can be considered totally escape-proof. The acrylic sheets are stacked in a way that completely removes any space between the pieces, making it impossible for the ants to escape. For this reason, this nest is perfect for every ant species, even the smaller ones. The chambers of the nest are fairly sized, and are made in a way that resembles the shape of the ones that the ants make in the wild. As you may already know, having a too large nest with lots of chambers can be quite stressful for a small ant colony. For this reason, Anthouse has decided to divide the nest into 3 main zones, in order to give the colony just the right amount of space they need. Each zone is separated from the other using these very cool sliding little doors. With this clever solution, you can decide to expand the nest once the colony has reached a certain size, without the need to attach another nest. As you can see, this nest also includes a little Outworld. The Outworld measures 7 by 7 centimeters, and has plenty of space for the feeding dishes and the liquid feeders. On top of it, we find a small opening and a small lid. To be completely honest, I think that the top opening is a little too small. It makes it very difficult to clean the Outworld and feed the ants, even if you are using a pair of long tweezers. In order to be properly ventilated, the Outworld features these extremely narrow ventilation holes. They create an almost imperceptible airflow, just enough to prevent the formation of mold outbreaks. This nest uses a very clever system for maintaining a constant level of humidity inside the chambers. At the center of the nest, we find this very peculiar object. Anthouse calls this component mushroom. As you can imagine, the name comes from the fact that this component, with its unusual and characteristic shape, clearly resembles the appearance of a common mushroom. As you can see, this component is immersed in the water contained inside this little plastic tank, positioned under the main structure of the nest. This particular type of material is capable of absorbing the water extremely easily, transporting it from the little tank to the center of the nest. To do that, it uses a very common physical phenomenon called capillary action, which enables the water molecules to travel inside the component and reach the inside of the nest. With this clever solution, the nest remains hydrated for a very long time. Thanks to the water tank, you don't have to constantly check the humidity level inside the nest, nor do you have to water the nest every couple of days. I've used this nest and this humidity system for some time now, and I can confidently say that it works like a charm. But how do I refill the water tank under the nest? Fortunately, Anthouse thought about it. If you look closely, there's a tiny hole in the nest, right on top of the tank. With this hole you can refill the water tank from above the nest using a normal syringe, just like I am doing. Thanks to this little hole, you don't have to lift up the nest and cause immense stress to the colony. If the colony has grown to the point that the nest has become too small for them, you can easily expand it by using this type of connector. With this standard 10mm tube connector you can easily connect another nest, giving the ants a lot more living space. If you want, as an additional accessory, you can get this top lid made of a red transparent acrylic. This is perfect for creating a dark and safe space for your colony, as most ant species do not see the red light spectrum. It also covers the sides of the nest, reducing the light that enters the nest to almost zero. As you can see, I already have a colony in it. It is a 1-year-old colony of Messer barbarus, and they seem to really like this nest. They have grown quite a lot in the last couple of months, forcing me to open one of the 2 sliding doors. So this is the nest. In conclusion, it's a really cool ant keeping product, perfect for housing your beloved ant colonies. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you like the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you're interested in the company and want to check out some other products, you will definitely like this video review of another ant house nest. This one is perfect if you're just starting out or if you have a smaller colony. See you soon in another video.